Hi guys, so I'm back again. I still have no internet, so I decided to make another video. I don't have many demos for some reason, and that's kind of lame because it means I don't have a huge choice of demos to pick from to make these videos. But I did find this one. When was this? This was let's see. This was July 2011, end of July, like August. So I guess this is just when we recruited moltas, and we just started playing this lineup. So, and we got DDK, Encol, Ganon, and moltas for TKS. Oh no, this is probably when moltas was just subbing for us, and just before he joined. And this is against Darkki, Kingpin, Lacsap, and Milton. Ouch, that's a pretty nice team. So let's see what happens. I have no idea what happens in this demo at all, but the fact that it's saved on my computer might be telling of the result. I have no idea, to be honest. Let's go auto track because we can just talk about the game like that. What's the volume? Okay, so I get first arrow, Ganon gets pen, and the LG goes to moltas. So this is actually almost a full start. It seems like 666 managed to get quad ring on Kingpin, but Ganon does get the GL, so there shouldn't be any shenanigans from the quad guy. Going for that telly is sometimes risky if the quad is on position, because he can stand at bridge and block with the quad boomstick, which can be nasty, but that wasn't a problem here. Ganon goes straight for that yellow. And he works his way into red, which is a pretty good decision. But we do know that they have something, so got to be a little bit cautious. But Ganon looks to be in an excellent position to get this quad, and he does just that. So there we go. Through team communication, we were aware that there was a weapon lurking around, and Ganon managed to track him down and kill him, which was really nice. And he gets back in time for the red, so that's a really good start for TKS. Although it's one rock apiece, but the red control is with TKS, so if this is played out correctly, TKS had the edge in building on this control, because that's really what it's about. It's like building on your control. There's really like 3 to 4 layers of control, and the first 2 layers are like, layer 1 is like just having red, that already gives you great advantage and a good foundation. Having the second layer of control is like having yellow as well, with a second rocket launcher who has position and armor, because that's kind of an important part of it. So we've got Lacsap here stealing that quad, but Ganon's still alive, keeping the ring and red safe, so that's really good. He decides to try and help out there and pressure a little bit, but no, he goes back, which is good. You really want to stick around ring, don't be too ambitious, and he wasn't. Although he did let someone get up to red top, so that's his first mistake, and the guy manages to steal the red, and this is definitely avoidable had he just stuck at ring. And he does drop. Now that's kind of we have no idea what happened to that pack. Let's have a look at the team overlay. Well, TKS definitely didn't get it. I think the pack died. Yeah, I think the pack either died or Kingpin got it. So we got 2 rockets to nothing, absolutely nothing, and a shaft also to nothing. So it's quite interesting, really, because we can really see that was actually Ganon's mistake, because he didn't just stand at ring. He didn't need to go and look at yellow or pressure yellow. He just needed to stay at ring and prevent the enemies from getting there, because they can spawn at SMG telly all the time, and if they choose not to go through the telly, then they can bypass your ears and eyes and get up to the red. So you do have to check every now and again. and try and stay on the ring. So it's looking pretty nice still for our friends 666. They're managing to hold on to 2 RLs, which is really important. Although Milton, one of their RLs is quite low, and Kingpin isn't super stacked himself. That's pretty nice. So we do manage to take Milton down by sneaking a rocket into the red armor room, which was me, and it looks like I'm going to get the quad. Hopefully there'll be no horrible balls, but I aim to please. Unfortunately I couldn't get Lacsap there. Or can I? Oh, come on! Okay, so that was quite shaky, but Lacsap did die, so that's good. What was that, pack drop? No, okay, good. So that was kind of crazy, to be honest. Like, falling down to hill there kind of cost me that positional, basically the weakness of position there just completely screwed me over, and that's like another really good highlight of why position is important and why it can be really dangerous to drop to hill even if there's a mega, because you can get blocked and you can get stuck there and it can be really nasty. And so here we see some really nice defensive rocket launcher work from Kingpin, although we managed to steal the pent from them, so that's really awesome because we essentially had nothing, so this was really needed for us, and we've kind of reset everything. Oh, 100 cells with LG, that's really nice. I need to secure that rocket. Hopefully I know that it's coming, but I think this is a good decision. I've already got a huge amount of cells. I need to make sure I get into red, get that red, that's more important. There's going to be some situations sometimes where staying at the rocket launcher can be good if you don't have any cells, but if you really have a huge cell pack, you have a great amount of killing power, because the issue with the shaft is that it's not like a rocket launcher. Like, the rocket launcher packs a huge amount of punch per rocket. You can one-shot spawners with it, and positionally, because of the splash and stuff, it's really strong. But the LG runs out of cells really fast, and you need like 4 cells to kill someone. So unless you have a huge amount of cells, your LG should pretty much be strictly used exclusively for killing enemy weapons and trying to secure yourself and your team extra weapons. And that's really the way it works. But it looks like Milton has managed to sneak into this red, and I died, and so now we have no weapons really apart from Carl, who's got the new LG, and the moltas picked up the new RL too, but he's in no position really to do anything right now. He's quite weak. So 666 are mounting a lead. They don't have anything other than LG, but they do have the armor advantage right now, and that was a very good attack by Milton there. Managed to take out a rocket launcher, but again, quad was coming up, so it's an interesting choice. It's not wrong, I wouldn't say at all, but there's definitely other decisions you can make there that are cool too, like setting up ambushes for quad and stuff, playing the little safer route. But Milton's very good at playing the more aggressive decisions very well, so that really fits his style, and he often pulls that stuff off. So, and that's Milton for you. And Enkal manages to get this quad with his shaft, and that's really good. He's going to be looking to re-establish control of the red armor, and unfortunately Lacsap made a great ambush and Enkal wasn't quick enough to see it. So now, even though we got the quad, Enkal was unable to actually secure the red armor, so we didn't actually gain anything from it. And that's really like what you need to note, is that he got the quad and loads of kills, but we didn't gain any long-term advantage there because Lacsap was sitting on the red top and preventing us from going up there. Luckily though, we managed to flood him down a bit, and Lacsap eventually died and Enkal stayed alive. But again, he's in this position where he has LG no cells, so it's useless. And he's essentially a boomsticker again. It's different if you have an RL and no rockets, because rockets are much more accessible. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. So we've got Ganon quad here, running with SMG and LG, managed to replenish themselves by killing that shafter himself. And again, like, red is hugely contested, and both teams are keeping up really good pressure on this red and on the important items, and no one's really been able to establish fully yet. It's really interesting though. I wonder what the game would have looked like by now had Ganon not made that initial mistake at the start. And these are mistakes we all make. You really have to watch the demos to really see the impact of your decisions and your deaths, because sometimes you think, oh, that's fine, nothing really, doesn't really mean anything, but in reality, sometimes these decisions can cost games, and it sounds like an exaggeration, but that's QuakeWorld. QuakeWorld is very unforgiving in nature. So we got Penta in 30 seconds, and we got Darkki here. He's sneaking around lifts. He's the only rocket launcher on the map, and it seems that TKS don't know about him yet, and he gets a free ride to red. But this isn't too bad for TKS, because right now, again, there are two RLs now, Darkki and myself, and Pent's coming up, so anything can happen. It doesn't matter on the armor front. And it seems that like Darkki wasn't able to get back to red, get his red and get to quad in time. So now I have a huge task, because I'm the only weapon on the map. I know that they have weapons on the map. Sorry, I'm the only rocket launcher on my team. I've got the power-ups. So I've got to try and hunt these guys down, but I've also got to not give away my position. So I can't really leave red at all at this stage, because I know that there are enemy weapons lurking around, and I cannot let them get position on red, because as soon as they get position on red they have the advantage. So I just have to make sure that that doesn't happen. Even if I can't kill them, I just have to make sure that red stays safe. And now this is a really dangerous position because I have no rockets, but luckily there are rockets respawn there for me. I just got to keep holding red. I know they have weapons around here somewhere, and now I know where Milton is. And we got quad coming up soon. Looks like I'm getting a bit aggressive here. I don't actually like this in retrospect. Again, I would have liked to have stayed at ring. Staying at ring would have been a safer option. It would be more positionally sound, and I'd have an escape route to red armor. Because the situation is so unknown, like I don't know where the weapons are, I only know where Milton was, and I knew that they had more. It's always good to have escape options, so by staying at ring not only do you have an escape option that allows you to spam onto the quad, you do actually get a red armor and good positioning out of it if you need it, and you survive, and survival is very important. Because I mean this is a game of unknown information, so a lot of the time you just have to just go, okay, well, I don't know what's going on really, so my default programming should be to just survive and have good position. That's always a good thing to default to. And that was one of those situations where it's like I don't really know enough information unless I hit amazing rockets on an aggressive fight, which I have no information about. Like it's probably not going to go too well for me, so I was a bit too hasty. So long-winded analysis, lots happened now. But that's an important point to make. So we've got Kingpin running this quad in the weapons room, managed to fall in the water, which is always very risky, and he managed to get discharged. However, I didn't die in the process of discharging. What the hell? That's really weird. So that's really good for us. One less rocket for them. And Ganon gets back into this red. So he manages to scoop the red up, and he's really looking to get this next quad, which is spawning very soon. So he's got position on it, and see if Milton can do anything with his pines. Never want to count Milton out. Okay, this looks good. I mean, this is still anyone's game at this point. 50 frags in 6 minutes and 40 seconds is easily doable. Well, not easily necessarily, but it's definitely doable. And TKS have control. This is really the point of the game where it's like, okay, there have been mistakes now in the past, and we have gotten behind because of those mistakes, but now it's time. This is the one chance now to come back. This is the one solid chance for control, so we really need to make sure that red is safe. And we have the red control, and replacing and switching people in and out of red is really important to make sure you always have someone on ring, and that you always keep track of who's getting the reds and when the red is coming up. That's very important when in control. And so we've established 2 rocket launchers now with armor, and we've got a shaft there with armor, so we're in a great position to take this game back, and I have no idea whether that's going to happen or not. So the quad goes to me for some reason, even though I'm the weakest guy, but I'm the only guy with an LG, but I've sustained some damage, so I already need another red. With red armors you only need 50 health to use up all the red armor, so me taking a red here is okay. So I can afford to go really aggressive here because we already have like 2 weapons who have armor and stuff and have good positions. I managed to get Lacsap there. It was a bit of a crazy engagement, but it worked out nonetheless, and I got a pack. As we can see, the frag difference is coming down dramatically now. Oh no, that's really bad. I messed up the rocket jump to pen, and now we have no one at pen. But Mika, Inkal still gets it, so that's really lucky for us. Very well played by them, and perhaps not very well played by 66, but perhaps they didn't pressure it well enough. So we got Inkal here. He's really looking to just pressure a little bit because he has pen, and then he's going to rush back and finish his pen run on the red. As we can see here now, he needs to get straight back to red, although he's opting to go for health first, although unfortunately there is none there. And his pen will be running out. There it is. So now he's not in a great position. Oh no! That's really unlucky. Well, actually I'm not sure that's unlucky. Well, the health not being there is unlucky, that's for sure. Either way, TKS still have 3 rocket launchers though, which is great news. 3 of them with some reds, although Ganon is really hurting for another red. So now 14 frags is the difference. 4 rocket launchers to 1, although Enkal's probably going to die with the new one. Darkki is really the guy that has to make it happen, and there is his little ambush. But now he's really low, and good supporting rockets there from ring. That's why having ring is really important, even at quad times. The supporting rockets are really useful, and Ganon gets this, and he really needs another one, another red. So he's going to scoop this red up, and by the time he's gotten this red, his quad is going to have run out. So he's really going to be the guy he wants to stay at the red and keep it safe for teammates until someone else can do it. And it does appear that like TKS are very low on armor, so we need to all really be in a defensive posture towards the reds, so we can just scoop up reds, because we already have weapons, right? So when you already have like 2 to 3 weapons, holding red is even more important, because 2 weapons, 3 weapons with reds is really awesome when they can only have yellows and or megas and so on. So that's really good. So we got Inkal as spoon sticker here, and I take the quad, and I have LG, and I guess I know that someone's in red to keep it safe. Okay, maybe not. Okay, there was no one in red. Maybe I thought there was someone in red, but we had no teammates. They're keeping it safe, and I'm chasing Milton, and I'm losing a lot of health and armor, so I've got to be careful. Milton does die, and so there's a shafter there, so that's really lucky for me, to be honest, that the positioning worked out and he didn't manage to set up his ambush in time. So we're really putting this back. We're in the lead now by 20 frags. That's incredible, really. I mean, it goes to show like we took that when there was 7 minutes left, and when we got control, we didn't misplay it too severely and managed to make the most of it, and came back, what was it, like 50, 60 frags or something, I think? Something like that. And now we're in the lead by 21 frags, and we're still going strong with our control. So I get this quad and drop down for that mega. It's always risky to drop a mega and to go to the low bridge, so instead I'm going to have to go through red armor just to play it safe, you know. Don't why risk a discharge if you don't have to. Okay, I am sometimes very poor at this game. Okay, so Milton dies there, that's really good for us. But the problem is that 666 do have 2 weapons, but we're still holding the important positions, so we're denying the armors, and that's all that counts. Although Darkki did just pick up a yellow with his rocket launcher, so he's going to be looking to contest the next quad and try and make something happen. I mean, that's all he can do. Normally what you want to do is wait for team weapons, so you have 2 or 3 weapons. Maybe 1 or 2 guys with yellows to try and mount an offensive together, but sometimes you don't have the time, and that one guy has to Rambo mode, and he has to make something happen. So just playing it safe here. I can just stay at window. I decide to go in low, and that's fine. Really, something you have to remember too, like, is that you don't have to be very fancy in this game. Like, you don't have to immediately get kills. With good team communication, you can just lock people down. Like, if I just stayed at window, Darkki can only go to quad, and he can only be at yellow really. And as long as my team know that, and I know that my team have rocket launchers, and I'm telling them this information, that they can successfully deal with it. So there's a lot of stuff you can get out of team play. A lot of stuff for sure. So let's look. A lot of drops, or very low drops from each team, only 8 for 606 and 10 for TKS. Wow, Milton not. Is that Milton? That's some unusual stats from Milton. Yeah, so good game. I guess that's why I saved it, because it was a nice game, I have to say. We managed to Ganon made a mistake early on, gave away the control. There was a lot of contestation and back and forth, and 666 managed to gain an edge and push that edge into like a 40-50 frag lead. Then TKS managed to solidify control with 3 RLs with 7 minutes left, and managed to just keep that control going and going and going and going, playing it safe, just playing it safe, kept it going and going, and eventually before you know where you are, you win with 30 frags, 32 frags, so that's pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll probably be making many more because I have no idea when my internet's going to come back, to be honest. Hopefully it does soon, and I can upload all of these videos for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you later.